like the little intro, Matt?
What are you watching?
Hi, everybody.
Oh, he's okay.
Yeah, I was doing something. I was trying something new. You do this every day. You got to come up with new stuff to do. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Reaperland. This is Bones 5 Live, where we just kind of give updates for the Kickstarter. I'm John. I'm in charge of casting here, and I do tours as well. And this is...
Matt.
Matt's here today. Dave's taking a day off, so he's kind of resting and doing some stuff today, so he's not here. So we got Matt to join us. Matt, how long have you've worked at Reaper for a long time, right?
Well, this year will be 19 years.
What do you do here?
Well, on a regular basis, I'm the one who orders stuff from China, and I keep track of all that. And then I do a lot of data crunching. And then for Kickstarter specifically, I answer all the questions that people ask through the messaging system. And then I also manage you've probably seen me on the Facebook group. I moderate that, Matthew Clark. So if you see me there, that's where you probably know me from.
Yeah, this is Matt. He programmed a lot of our time clock stuff and all of our programming software that we use downstairs.
Stuff that we use internally to manipulate the inventory, barcoding systems and stuff like that. I put all that together.
So welcome.
Thank you.
Today's Thursday, so we're getting day by day. We're going through. Justin's also here with us today.
Hello.
I know you guys can't see him, but he's always there, in our hearts.
Spiritually.
So it looks like our giveaway, we're about 61 people away. So everybody that's just joining us that doesn't know, if you look at the bottom of your screen here, we have 1,239 of 1,300. Once we get to 1,300 subs, we're going to be giving away one of each paint that we have in production.
That's a lot.
We figured out that it's about, how many paints, do you think, Justin?
Yesterday, it was brought to our attention that it was about 390. Let's say give or take 10.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to throw some special edition stuff in there.
It's about $1,200 worth of stuff.
It's a lot of paint.
Yeah. So, and once we reach that, we'll give you details on how that giveaway will go on and how we're going to choose who wins and all that stuff. So just stay tuned for that. We'll give everybody a chance. Thanks, Arsgrow, for the 5-tier gifted.
There's the first gift bomb.
Oh, nice.
Thanks. Arsgrow, we got Jacob Jansen in here. Everybody's here. A lot of these people they tune in every day, so I recognize a lot of these names. I saw a lot of people talking in chat before this that it was their first time watching. Welcome. Thanks, Dald.
Yes, thank you for the Twitch Prime.
Morning. Where are you from, Mayland? I saw a lot of people watch from New Zealand. Whatever time it is there. We see a lot of good nights and good mornings.
It's funny that you're bringing up where people are watching from, because as a cute little extension in the bottom of... thank you for that gift, Mom.
Thanks, Grazietti.
Thank you, Jaded
Wanderer.
Okay, you know what?
Whoa, everybody's
everyone.
gifted.
So if you look at the bottom of the Twitch stream, maybe if you're not on the mobile app, I'm not sure. There's a cute little extension that shows you can opt out if you don't want your location or country exposed, but it'll show you the breakdown of the people watching and what country they're from. So obviously, majority are from the United States, but you see a lot of interesting country flags in there that you've never seen before.
Poleth, make sure you refresh your page if it's freezing on you. That should help. If not, then maybe it's like a connection issue or something. But
yeah, Twitch is here in the last week or two has been kind of weird for bit rates. I don't know why.
Yeah, I hope everybody's having a great day. Lord Gazumba, I saw you in Jimmy the Brush's chat earlier. So Jimmy the Brush is a big Twitch streamer, painting streamer. We have some previews to show you guys today, so I hope you guys are tuned in for that. You got anything to say, Matt?
Oh, I don't know.
You're just along for the ride?
I'm where I can jump in, I will.
Yeah. Matt's just along for the ride.
Don't forget, we have our new Tier 2 and Tier 3 emotes available now.
Yes, and that is Surf 4 scale, and it's Ed driving a tractor.
It is Ed driving a tractor.
Ed driving a tractor. So if anybody has a Tier 2 or a Tier 3, put those emotes in the chat, and we'll read them for you, or we'll see them. So I know a lot of there's Ed riding a tractor. It's that green one.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
There's Surf 4 scale. So
Green Acres is the place
to be.
Yeah.
So we have some of the siege engines. I have one of the siege engines to show you guys. Got cleaned up this morning. So if you guys are here to see the beautiful little catapult, if you guys can see it right here, we'll be showing off a close up of it. But I just want to give you guys a little tease over there. This is the catapult. I'll show it off in a close up later. But you gotta stretch it out a little bit. You gotta tease him a little bit.
Sure.
Yesterday we talked about the encounters in the Kickstarter. Welcome to anybody that is new to Kickstarter. If you haven't done any of our Kickstarters before, this is our 5th one, so we're kind of semi-professionals at Kickstarters nowadays.
Yeah, we're getting good at it.
Yeah, things change. We've done 6 successful ones, correct, or 7, with Base Boss and
with Base Boss and helping with the first Cav one was all us, and then John
correct.
took that over. So those are all John Walker's now.
Yeah, so we have like 7 successful Kickstarters.
Yeah.
That's more than some people can say. Some people just don't even get their Kickstarter up and going.
Right.
So,
Whoa, Paladin, don't put semi in there.
Semi-professionals.
Don't. You mean not professionals?
Not professionals. That's a big question from Christoph.
Wanting
It's a big one. Yeah, it's wanting more sci-fi stuff because we've been hinting at a lot of maybe some Chronoscope stuff. A lot of people have been asking for some sci-fi stuff, so we don't know.
Well, I cannot peer into the mind of Mr. Ron Hawkins, so I really don't know what's coming up. I know it when you guys see it.
See?
And then I add the graphics to the
Thanks for the sub.
Facebook Bones 5 page. I put those graphics over as soon as I'm available, have them available, and that's.
Yeah. So you're in the same boat as me and Dave.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we just kind of like to see it along with you guys. It's really fun for the people that work here.
I'm really more involved with the back end of it when we start placing orders, and then I'm real familiar with everything because I have to order it all. So.
Thanks, Ashfro and Fang and Claw Hobbies. Fang and Claw Hobbies, that's a great name. Thank you, guys. So I know we updated the Reaper Pledge Manager button on the Kickstarter page, and that's kind of been a big topic. This is the earliest I think we've put out the Pledge Manager.
No, last one we had the Pledge Manager ready to go right at the beginning.
Right at the beginning.
So this time, he's still working on making it functional.
Yeah.
As far as logging in, making an account, and then telling us what you want.
Address.
Yeah, right now it's just that calculator.
Yeah.
So eventually, he'll update it, and hopefully well before this is over.
Yeah. Soon TM.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we're working on it as fast as possible. I know a lot of people have been... Yeah, it's up. It's just not connected, essentially.
Well, it's not collecting data yet.
Yes. But after the Kickstarter campaign closes in 16 days, it'll be its separate thing. So if you want to add more stuff later, it should be open for about 6 to 12 months.
Yes.
We give plenty of warning whenever we're going to close it, so you guys can start finalizing whatever goes in your box and all that stuff.
One of the biggest errors that I'm familiar with using our Pledge Manager is that people go during the live campaign and they select all their selections and they pledge the right amount, but they never go back and actually lock in their pledge. And that you can't do that until we actually sync up the data, and that data sync happens within about 10 to 14 days after the end of the Kickstarter. So you have to go back, no matter what, you have to go back and use that Pledge Manager to lock in your pledge. Otherwise, we don't know your address. We don't know what you actually want to apply your pledge money to. So that's a very important last step you have to take.
Yeah, and that's when it gets updated. And we'll give you a bunch of updates on the Kickstarter page and everything when that goes live. We'll kind of do a little walkthrough on how to use it and all this other stuff.
Planned where one of us will actually go through
And sit through and talk about it. That's good. Good call.
Yes.
So yeah, there's plans of having a video tutorial on how to use it and all that stuff for all the new people. All you guys veterans will recognize everything on how it works and all that stuff. So
It should work about the same.
about the same. So just don't panic. Right now it's just a calculator. So if you want all the dragons or if you want this one expansion and the Corset, then you just have to go in there and put what you want, and it'll calculate everything for the price. Go back to the Kickstarter page, and that's how much you'll pledge to lock in all your stuff. And then later on, what he was saying, whenever it syncs all the data and everything gets updated, then we'll be able to go through and choose whatever you want for how much you pledged for.
So part of that data sync, what's important when you do have the ability to set up an account is you have to use the same email address for the account in our Pledge Manager as you did to sign up for Kickstarter.
Yes, that's very important.
That's how we link the data together, is by the unique email addresses.
Yeah, and we'll talk more about that as it gets updated.
Sure.
But we just like warning everybody that it is a crucial step in everything. Hey, Nikki Coles is here. She's one of our affiliates. I think that's the word we were using yesterday because Ron doesn't like to say sponsees. But So right now we're at 2.29. Last night we broke the 2 million mark, which is exciting.
Yeah, it's been growing fast today.
Yeah, we a lot of people in chat can tell us. We were on Jimmy the Brush. I was telling him earlier. He's a big UK streamer on Twitch. He was on the front page earlier today, and he was showing off some of our Kickstarter stuff. So I think we got a big UK push from him. Also, I think the Pledge Manager button got added this morning. So a lot of people were using that, Ron was saying.
May have activated some people into pledging more.
Correct.
For sure.
So we got the unlocks this morning for Erikoth. I think he got unlocked last night, at really late last night. Erikoth the spider. So like I promised, as soon as we get stuff printed, we'll show it off to you guys. We've been showing off everything that we've had printed and going on. And just a reminder, as we get further into the Kickstarter, things are still being sculpted and worked on. So we're gonna have some concept art for a lot of the stuff. But as soon as we get it sculpted and rendered and printed out and things like that, we'll replace those with the actual images so everybody can see.
And if we don't get that done before the end of Kickstarter, we'll probably have another page on our main page, like /Bones5, where you'll be able to go see them as we get them as well.
Yeah. Also, we're talking about doing this every first and third Friday of the month.
Oh, yeah?
Doing just a live update thing, so we can just kind of make a video to show people
Sure,
and
that's
talk
a good
about
idea.
it.
Coincide it with the Pledge Manager or the Kickstarter updates. Yeah.
So that is the current plan. So because right now I know a lot of people that are watching us they're watching us at work, or they come back and watch it later. Hey, Dave's here. How's it going?
No, Dave's not here.
Oh, Dave's not here.
No.
Dave's not here.
Dave's
Never
not
mind.
here, man.
It's a ghost.
A joke for tonight for you, John.
Oh, thank you. So Holly Monster's in chat. Thanks, Holly. I know it's been really crazy in your neck of the woods recently, so it's really good to see you here. But yeah, what were we talking about? We were talking about the video. So I know a lot of people watch every day at 3 o'clock, and you're getting used to it, and we're here every day. So I know that they wanted to kind of do an update thing since this went so well. It'll help answer a lot of the questions.
Sure. I think it's a great idea.
Because in the past, we were talking about this on the first day when we launched the Kickstarter Bones 5 updates, is that in the past Kickstarters, we would launch the Kickstarter and then you would come in the next day and you would have like 20,000 comments or something like that with all these questions.
Sure.
But since we were doing the show, we were kind of answering the questions as people were coming in. And so that kind of quelled a lot of the questions. So now the comments are just people having fun and just chatting and having fun and not really saying like, oh, what about this, So it's been fun to see.
I haven't gotten a whole lot of, I have gotten a lot of questions in the messaging system, but nowhere near like normal.
Yeah. Plus, since it's our 5th one, we have a lot of people that have done this before.
Oh, yeah.
So they can help answer the questions for us. I think you saw that on the Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I don't, it's an interesting thing. I don't know about this Kickstarter because we won't know until it's over with to see how many unique backers there are.
Compared to last
But
Kickstarters?
historically, there's not as many return backers as you think.
Really?
It's a lot of new people every time. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, it's a big story about, like, say I got Bones 4, and I got hundreds of minis, and then they're all unpainted. Some
Right.
people are like, why would I get Bones 5? I have all these Bones 4 minis that I have unpainted. But you know how the hobby is.
Yeah. Oh,
you,
yeah.
you never know when you're not going to need it, so.
When I started working here, eventually I went, why do I have all these unpainted miniatures? I can just go get more. So I ended up bringing them in and melting down most of my miniatures, except for ones that were like sort of collectible. But
Yeah.
I just didn't need to have them sitting there anymore.
Yeah. So I have to confess that I am not a painter. I like more building terrain, and I just like to have them. So I have a desk here at work, and I just collect miniatures that I think are cool. So I just kind of like doing that stuff. But I am not a painter.
Well, see now, me,
You do everything.
I'm not a gamer.
Ah.
I don't really care for gaming
But
at
you
all,
paint
but
and
I
you-
love the miniatures. I always have. So I got a huge collection of Star Wars and Star Trek and all kinds of stuff in my office.
Yeah.
So
It's not a requirement to be nerdy when you work here, but
You love terrain, though, right, Matt?
yeah.
You better love terrain.
well, yeah, yeah.
So
We're going into it.
one thing we've been spoiling and talking about is doing the Taco Terrain Tuesday. Although someone added taco, there probably won't be tacos.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll have some tacos while I'm doing it.
Maybe not, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if my equipment holds up. But thank you for the sub.
Thanks for the sub, Bjorn.
And but Matt is the man here who will be responsible for that particular show, guys. So
Yeah. I see a lot of people saying, not a painter, gasp. But I have started sculpting. So I bought ZBrush and I started sculpting, and I figured since I worked here, I have access to all these beautiful sculptors. I can just ask them questions and stuff whenever I see them, and I see them all the time.
Sure.
Gina's especially a beautiful sculptor.
Yes, Gene is my favorite.
Gina's my favorite. No.
He gives me the hardest time, but I love Gene if Gene's
Actually, I
watching.
think Weeby's my favorite.
Weeby's your
Don't
favorite.
tell anyone else.
I just like having all the sculptors. Like, I can talk to them all the time, and if I need to, I can just message them. So I figured it would be good. Plus, I just like being able to make stuff of my own. So, like, if I need this terrain piece, I can just go sculpt it. Like, I need some stairs, just go sculpt it, print it out.
Sure.
There it goes. So I'm actually making something right now for ReaperCon next year. It probably won't be a part of, like, Reaper official, but it'll be my thing that I'm sculpting. So,
Okay. Yeah.
it's not like a mini to sell or anything like that. It's just, you know how people make stuff to give away, like ribbons and things like that.
Sure.
We'll talk more about Kickstarter or ReaperCon as we get closer to that.
Well, just to toot my own horn here.
No Psych Wolf, there won't be.
If you go look at the artwork for Blightfang and the Green Dragon, I did that terrain piece for that and painted the dragon for that.
Oh.
So
Speaking of terrain pieces, I have this set up. We were talking about the encounters yesterday, and I showed off the Bridge Troll's Toll. It's so hard to say. Bridge Toll. Yeah, Bridge Troll's Toll.
Nestle Toll Bridge.
And I have that over here. I showed that off yesterday. There's some pictures on Facebook and stuff. I'll show it off again eventually. But today I wanted to show it off the spider encounter. So if we have the QVC cam.
Boom.
So, it's not spinning. But
Oh, I'm going to go ahead and turn off our avatars here so people can see.
yeah, thank you. That is much appreciated. I know people in chat really like that. So this was sculpted by Bob. If you guys have not seen on our YouTube channel, if you type in, Collins will put the link in chat, but if you go look at our YouTube channel, we put up an interview with Bob where he was talking about some of the stuff that he sculpted in the Kickstarter. He also has some stuff that's shown off that we haven't revealed yet that he sculpted. Yesterday we put up a Weeby interview. So Weeby and Chris Lewis. Interview went up yesterday on our YouTube. So if you want to go watch that, they talk about some of the stuff that they sculpted in the Kickstarter. This is the spider encounter. Spiders of Imrith Cole, I believe is the name. And this was sculpted. And this Kickstarter, Ron had the idea of doing, we kind of got shopped around and kicked around about having monsters, heroes, and terrain all in a kind of a bundle. That way you can have a kind of a bite-sized encounter. Or you could just, if you want to buy it just for the terrain, you can use it just for the terrain. Or there's a halfling paladin right here. And he is fighting off a bunch of spiders. And there's like some webbed up victims that are covered in webs. Oh, thanks for that. Kind of up the exposure a little bit.
you know what I'm really digging here is the creative use of the cocktail skewers.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's a lot of stuff I've noticed with green pushers. If they're in chat, they're normally here watching. A lot of the sculptors watch.
Yeah.
And so you kind of use little shortcuts and stuff
Sure.
like that. But like this thing right here, the little statue. So we'll take the spider off here. But this statue is totally removable. So if you want to put your own statue, or put a throne, or anything that's sitting there and push it up against the wall. Bob also in his interview talked about how this is flat. This piece right here is flat. So if you want to just put it in a castle, or if it's somewhere in like a cave or something, it's flat so you can push it up against the wall, things like that. So it's really modular, and that's kind of what they were hoping to do with all this stuff. With the encounters, like the Troll Bridge Toll, like if you just want to use the bridge, you could just go take the bridge, plop it somewhere else. So yeah, it's a really great idea. Ron teased at a few up-and-coming encounters with some dwarves and some other things like that. But he talked about it yesterday with kind of a few hints.
I'm always chomping at the bit to see what's up next. I want to see it before everybody else does, and I don't always get to.
What's your favorite piece so far?
Oh, wow.
That we've shown. There's a bunch.
That's a really good question. I'm not a big dragon fan.
All those up there?
Yeah, I mean, they're great. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong.
Yeah.
But just personally, I'm not a big dragon fan. I like the spider a lot.
The big one?
You know,
Erikoff?
Kadirith, a long time ago, on AOL when I first started talking to Ed before I moved down here and started working here. He sent me one of those Kadiris original sculptures of that as just a gift. And when I started working here, I pushed and pushed and pushed. I said, Ed, we got to release that. We've got it. Let's just release it.
It wasn't released yet?
No.
Oh, wow.
So eventually he agreed to release it, which I was very thankful for. But it's a great sculpt. But yeah, he sent me that well before it was ever released as a gift.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people in chat asking about the size comparison to Kadirith, and we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So once this gets printed out, I promise you that I'll do a side-by-side with Kadirith. We have a painted one downstairs, so I'll do a side-by-side. Let's see, chat's kind of going a little crazy. Oh yeah, she's Holly Monster Shark and the Reaper Collins in chat. Thanks, Collins, for answering questions for us. Matt, are you the one that runs the quarterly paint contest?
Yes.
Yes, he is. It is the Matt. Caravan wagons, I'd be interested in that. Funny thing, Bjorn, stay tuned. I've seen a kind of a preview of some kind of wagon. Some kind of wagon. We will see. New Dragons next to Argent. Yes, Poleth, I promised somebody on Facebook that I would post that, and I'm going to do it right after the show. Dan Goodchild. John, does Arakoth float? Maybe. Whenever I do there's a big thing I told everybody in chat that when we get the pirate ship, or the ship in, I'm going to take it and see if it floats. So I'm going to go fill up a thing of water and see if it floats. So it's going to be very important.
Bucklip says you play a mean guitar, Matt. Is that true?
Yes, Poleth, I promise.
Yes, I play in a band. I have several guitars hanging in my office.
Isn't that kind of a part of the tour whenever you're actually in your office?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I say I'm a hack, and I just cheat my way through it, but everybody else tells me I'm really good, so whatever.
We'll split the difference and say you're just all right.
Yeah, there you go. I'm all right.
So if you ever come take a tour here at Reaper, it costs no money. If you ever just email me, tours@reaperuni.com. If you're ever in town, come take a tour. If Matt's in his office, we'll look at Matt's office.
If my door's shut,
I know.
you can open it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care.
Okay. Well, you'll get to see his office.
Yeah, I just keep it shut all the time, but if you knock, you can come in for a tour.
Thank you for the raid, Mr. Shy.
That Mr. Shy.
That's a new one. I don't.
He paints like models and stuff, obviously, but he is a big Magic card converter.
Oh.
So he paints on Magic cards
That's cool.
to make them look like different things.
That is really
Thanks,
cool.
Mr. Shy. He actually painted his first Reaper Mini the other day.
Yeah.
And it was the Dwarf Pounder, the Bones Black Dwarf Pounder. No. I'm sorry, Mr. Shy. It was the Plague Doctor. The Bones Black.
Oh yeah,
the Bones Black Plague
I saw that post.
Yes, that's him.
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Very good job.
Thanks for the host, Mr. Shy. He says, "Hey, beautiful people." Thanks for the raid. Yes, Dan Goodchild, it does.
I don't know.
Actually, I don't think it's still there.
No, because after Ed did that, I went and replaced his green sticker with my red one and switched them.
Swapped them.
I don't know if it's still there or not. I haven't looked.
I tell that story on the tour. Let's show off something kind of new. This got printed off right before I came into the show. So an hour before the show goes live, I run around the office and I try to see if anything's new or what people want me to talk about. So they want me to show this bad boy off. Let's see if we can get a... Is that going to be in focus? Yeah, it's pretty good. So a lot of people have been asking for the size of the siege engines. And so this is the Catapult, and this is the first one that we got printed. Like I said the other day, we printed them and they were a little bit too small, so we kind of made them a little bit bigger. So they are a little... we don't know if this is going to be final size yet or not. Ron just wanted me to show it off just to show you guys what it'll look like. Things could still change, but that looks great, people are saying. Good. I'll tell Ron. Good size siege engine, yeah. I said that maybe they have like a... I said the War Mammoth. The War Mammoth that we have could be pulling it, or something like that.
That'd be a little overkill, but yeah, you could.
Yeah. Because normally they're supposed to be pushed with about two people, right? Normally, I know it takes 2 people to load it and operate it and all that stuff, but
Yeah. To move it, I suppose you'd use a horse, if not 2.
yeah, it has these little chain hookups right here. So if you wanted to do that, you could add some chains there. But here you go. +1 removable rock. Actually, gamer, there's going to be 2 different arms. Daryl printed this out today, and apparently I think there's going to be 2 different arms that you can have
Really?
loaded on. So don't quote me on that. I will make sure right after this, and I'll update you next time I show you, either tomorrow or in the updates and things like that whenever we post them. So normally whenever I post pictures of the models, I try to tell you if they're going to be cast in clear plastic or things like that. I try to give you a little bit information when I post stuff, so I'll try to do that.
A catapult. Funny.
Goblin as ammo, yeah. I agree with that. So while we're on the QVC cam here, I figured a lot of people will show this. I'll show it off a little bit later as well. But since we're on to the Greek expansion part 2, which is what we're working on, this was painted by Aaron Hartwell. I believe we have a command in chat. It's Cloud Giant, exclamation point Cloud Giant.
Correct. I believe that's what it is.
And it brings up a little blog on how she painted this. And she painted this for ReaperCon, and this is part of the Greek expansion part 2. Oh. Any word on is this going to be the correct size? Do we know yet? I didn't want to tell people that it was the correct size and all that stuff. So we will update you as soon as we know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a pretty good size.
Pretty good size. People seem to like it.
If
So
everybody likes that size, you can put some force on next to
I
it.
did. I'll keep it up here so people that come through.
I like it.
How's it look on camera? It looks next to the Cloud Giant.
Looks good, Matt. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of people are. I like it. It looks cool. Like for some diorama purposes.
My question is though, are you going to make it so it functions?
You know, I don't think it would be that difficult to really do that.
Oh, I don't think so.
You know what?
You can mod it.
You know what? When we played crossbows and catapults as kids, you just took your rubber band and slapped it around the thing and just made it work.
Yeah, you can mod it. A lot of people have been asking is it functional. I think it's just a troll. I think people are just joking, but you can actually probably mod it to make it functional.
With a couple rubber bands, you can make it work.
Same thing for the crossbow, the
ballista.
ballista. That thing will hurt.
You just take the band off,
Yeah.
the rubber band on it, it'll shoot stuff.
Yeah. I have crossbows and catapults in my basement, Samurai Jack says.
Crossbows and catapults.
Crossbows
you
and
ever play that,
catapults. I did not. I think
John? It was a little game when we were kids, and then we just take little crossbows and catapults with rubber bands, and you would shoot discs
and try to like hit
you'd
things.
knock out the other guy's
Cool.
stuff down. It was
Nice.
fun.
But this is the Cloud Giant in the Greek expansion part 2. A lot of people have been asking to see her, and it's really cool that we have a painted one here. This is painted by Aaron Hartwell. I see a lot of people using the command in chat to look at her work in progress and things like that on how she painted it. The cloak is free-handed, so that design you see there on the cloak is free-handed. Ron's here.
So the elemental scions.
Oh yes, you see on the bottom right of your screen here.
Yeah. So and we talked about yesterday, John, that the there was one missing. Right. So obviously it's air, right?
Yes.
Because if you look at Bones 4, we did fire and air last year with the Ifrit and Genie.
Yes.
In fan favorites. So we did water and earth, which is the other two, and then so to add more to the set, to add another figure, we had an Ifriti. So Izzy designed the Ifriti, we added Z. So now we've got 2 fires, water, earth, and then
Air.
So people were asking, well, how come there's no air? I was like, well, we did air last time. Well, there's no air this time. Well, okay. So it's possible that if we do a fan favorites this time, that air may show up in fan favorites. Now, I know it doesn't help the people who are buying the option for the Scions, but if you want to have a complete set, maybe we'll have a Genie.
Yeah, there you go.
A male.
And it'll probably, and then if not, you can wait until it comes out on retail, and you can buy it individually to add it to your set.
Yeah, we thought that we made a nice set to have the 3. Yeah, you could have been cool to have 4, but we didn't have a 4th. So
somebody says, ask Ron to address my sci-fi question. So I see a lot of sci-fi stuff.
There is a lot. I know. I've seen a lot of sci-fi questions in the comments too. And I know people are going, "Where's the sci-fi stuff?" Sci-fi stuff is coming. We have a Chronoscope expansion planned if we can get to it.
Yes.
We are working on trying to
Finish.
plump it up.
Oh,
I guess.
okay.
Yeah, because all of our work has been on the fantasy stuff. Last year, the Chronoscope box was the least popular box, so we didn't put a lot of emphasis on it this year. So we were working on the other boxes. So there is a Chronoscope expansion in the works. We just have to, like I said, get stuff to put into it.
Okay.
So,
Good to know.
Titan?
a sci-fi Titan? Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Good to know.
Sci-fi Titan.
But yeah.
So, all right. So there's, hopefully that'll answer the questions. We're working on it. If we can get to it, it's got to fund. We have to get there in the stretch goals, but it's not the next stretch goal. It's not coming up in the next one at all.
Not even on the first map. This next map.
Not even on the next map, I don't think. So, patience.
Patience, he says.
There is a lot of other cool stuff coming though. So,
Or get more of your friends.
Yeah. So yeah, we're at 15,057 backers. So
Oh, hey.
jumped up a lot.
So last night, we hit our 15,000 backers, right? And we added the troll
Three-headed troll.
to the Corset because of 50,000. So this is official. This is official. If we hit 17,000, what's the number? 17,000. 744?
So you want 45, right? 'Cause you wanna
Yes,
beat
we have to beat it by one.
745.
17,745. We will add the loot golem, the treasure golem,
Oh.
to the Corset.
And we don't know what that looks like yet, right?
We absolutely know what it looks like because we've already finished sculpting it.
Oh.
It's already finished.
So we can't show it off until we get closer
You
to
know
that.
what? We're going to show it tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
Okay. Tomorrow at 3
Tomorrow
o'clock.
at 3, we'll show the preview of the
Treasure
the
golem.
treasure golem.
Nice.
That's only if we beat our Bones 1 backers, which is the highest
Okay.
backing we've had of Kickstarter.
Yeah, so we have to hit 2,500 more backers.
Oof.
25 plus 100 more backers into this.
Yeah.
So the treasure golem is sculpted. It's finished. It's ready to go. We've got it. We'll show it tomorrow at 3 on Bones 5 Live.
Bones 5 live tomorrow.
Just got to get there.
Treasure golem. A lot of people seem to be really excited for the treasure golem.
Yeah, sculpted by Chris Lewis. It
Real
fits on
busy
a.
this time.
Yeah, he is really busy. He's really busy.
So spread the word,
Spread the word. Get your friends. Get them going.
and we'll show it off tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna show it up tomorrow. And there's
Nice.
something else. Oh, it fits on a 2-inch base. It's about 48 millimeters tall. So it's a big golem. It's gonna be fun.
Nice. That's awesome. That's exciting.
Yeah.
That
So,
sounds cool.
yeah, we'll talk more about that on Reaper Live
Okay.
tonight. So, all right, there you go.
Cool.
Carry on. There's my guest appearance.
Thanks.
So what are the odds of Cindy calling me right in the middle of the show?
Oh. Maybe she needs something important.
Probably
Oh,
does.
Tell you're a
Cindy.
star. I can't be bothered.
That's right.
So if you look on the camera here while we were talking, I just put some stuff up while you guys can see. So after we unlocked Arakoth, the next unlock is what is the next one? Is it the Elemental Science?
Greek.
The Greek expansion.
Greek
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Justin has the graphic up for Greek 2.
Yes, I do.
So it's gonna come up here in a second.
Bam.
Boom. So right now we are currently working to unlock Odyssey Part 2. And so that's why I was showing off the Cloud Giant. The Cloud Giant's in there. And then I have some more models to show of that set. We have the... I forgot what the name is. Argonaut.
Argonaut.
Yeah.
Do you have everything you need, John?
Yeah. It's right
Okay.
there. Just those 3 models that I think that we have from that set
The
there.
Nemean lion is big.
It is big?
He is big.
What size base do you think?
2-inch base.
So the lion is going to go on a 2-inch base. Ron was just saying. The Nemean lion. But we don't have Heracles or Hercules here. But we have the Archer, the Mage, and the Argonaut.
I want to address this Heracles thing real fast. Okay. I
Justin,
know
you can switch the
people.
thing.
I can't put it on wrong, but sure.
Oh, you're fine.
People have emailed me going, it's really Heracles. Yeah, we know. I got it. Hercules is more universally recognized by so many people.
Thanks, Alex.
TV shows, movies, just pop culture in general. Hercules, just people just call it Hercules. So
Yeah.
I went with the pop culture spelling of Hercules, even though it's the Roman version.
Yes.
I know. Please, no more emails, tweets, Facebook messages.
You can name
I
him
got
whatever
it.
you
I
want.
got it. Yeah.
He could be Bill.
You can call him Bill the Barbarian, whatever you want to call him. But yes, I know. We know it's Heracles with a K, whatever. Hercules. We're calling him Hercules.
Okay.
So there you go.
There you go. This is
your,
squashed.
your mileage may vary.
We're all about the Greek and underwater expansions. I like it.
I'm
Lions.
working on the new expansion right now.
Okay. So Ron said he's working on the new expansion right now. That's what
Right
he's doing right now.
Getting ready to unveil it.
Unveil it. It's about to get unveiled.
The
Nice.
next stretch goal is going to be the next expansion.
Okay. So the next stretch goal is going to be the new expansion. We'll talk more about that probably on Reaper Live tonight.
That's right.
Um,
Tell your friends.
so yeah, tell your friends.
So we're going to have 3 expansions running at the same time? Interesting.
And they're all going to be interlaced.
Interlaced.
Maybe a 4th one after that.
Maybe a 4th one, he
Nice.
says. So yeah, if anybody's just joining us, we just got word that 17,745 backers. We're at 15,000 right now. If we get to that, it'll beat Bones 1, which was our highest backer count. And if we do that, we're going to unlock the Treasure Golem, which we'll see the sculpt of it tomorrow. Thanks, Melin.
Yeah, when this is over, I'm going to
Thanks
go
for
look
the
at that.
Yeah, I'm going to go in there and look at it too. Just applied for a loan. Beardacles. I like it. So, do you have the graphic for the ship? Old Justin?
Yes, I do.
Cool. I like showing it off periodically. So I know, Matt, this is your first time, but normally people that are watching, they're watching on their lunch break, or they just kind of tune in while they're painting or they're at work, things like that. So sometimes we have to kind of repeat stuff because there's
Sure.
new people watching all the time.
Sure, I get that for sure.
Let's see here. So this is the pirate ship, obviously, if you guys can see up here. Right now, the plan is to have all of the cannons removable. That is the current plan. So once everything gets logistically figured out and all this other stuff. Also tonight on Reaper Live, Justin, I think we're showing close-ups of the pirate ship. Detail shots.
Yes.
I believe that's tonight.
I didn't know that was set in stone yet.
Okay.
It is coming, likely tonight, maybe not.
Okay,
sometime
if
soon.
not, sometime soon. But as soon as it happens, obviously, I'll post it everywhere. I'll try to post it everywhere I can. We might make an update about it. We're going to do close-up shots, detail shots of the pirate ship.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So you can see all the filigree and all of the stuff, the seahorses holding up, the railing, the mermaids, and all that stuff. So, also the current plan. Nothing is finalized yet. That's why I keep saying the current plan.
Sure.
Things could change. But we are talking about obviously having the top layer come off so you can go inside. And you can have the inner deck or the below deck and above deck. That is currently a plan, but nothing is final.
Right.
It is something that is being talked about. Ron also said that the cannon holes, I don't know what they're called, portcullis.
The doors.
Yeah, the doors will be able to close. That is the current plan as well. Like I said, once things become final, we will post a huge update about it. I see a lot of people asking, when is the pirate ship going to be unlocked and stuff? We just have to wait. We haven't given it an unlock total as of yet. The higher ups know where it's going to be, but I do not.
Sorta.
Sorta. I kind of know an idea, but I'm not going to disclose that. But
Cannot confirm or deny the contents of any future stretch goal.
there you go. Also, I heard a lot of talk about people wanting cast in translucent plastic, translucent green. So it kind of looks like a ghost ship.
Oh, is that out in the open?
Yeah, we talked about it a few days
yeah,
ago.
I think that would be cool because
Yeah.
I've got my Enterprise hanging in my office, and then I've got the Defiant, which was cast in the clear green,
But
in my office.
Yeah.
So I've got that Tholian web
Yeah.
situation there.
the cool thing about having it in translucent green is that if you don't want it to be translucent green, you can just
You
paint
just
over it.
Yeah. Just paint it.
You can maybe have it like half painted, half non, so it's like transitioning or something,
Oh,
or
that'd
it's
be a
like
nice
coming out of the
effect, too.
water. You can do all kinds of things like that, but that is the talk. Is people have been showing interest that they want a translucent green, and we are throwing around the idea. Nothing is final yet, but
I'm also, I don't know if it's coming through on the user's end here, but I think I'm having issues with Twitch. So, if people have noticed any sort of stuttering or desync
well,
of stuff,
I mean, you can see
it's Twitch a little
the,
bit.
the ship turning is jerking.
Oh no, that's
Yeah,
just the video
that's just
window.
the video of
It's
it.
looping
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
this
that's
was
not-
doing the same thing.
correct. That's what set me off to go and start digging.
Ah.
So I am. I don't know if it's on the user's end or not yet. So
So Amdor, I will confirm after the show. I believe that some of the catapults and things will have different arms, like one or the other. I believe. I'll go ask Daryl. Daryl printed it out, and he told me that he found out that there's two different arms. So we'll find out. So those are the current plans for the pirate ship. So there's also still talk about what material it's going to be made out of, and all this other stuff. Like I said, it's going to be finalized when we know.
Yeah.
So as soon as we know, we will tell you guys. I promise.
Some of the material issues have to do with actually what the factory recommends to us to do, because they have more experience with making this stuff and actually designing it and making it happen. So
Yeah.
a lot of times we just listen to what they tell us that we should do. So
Yeah. Last I heard, it's going to be kind of like a hard styrene plastic. That's what I last heard. And it's the same material that we used on the Obsidian Crypt, if anybody has the Obsidian Crypt. So that material. So as to stop warping and things like that from like the masts. I know a lot of people are expressing some concerns about the masts and all that stuff.
so they tend to cast in ABS if they do that stuff.
So there you go. There's your update on the pirate ship. If we get any more information, I'll talk about it more. But like I said, as more we find out, I'll tell you guys. A lot of lag and speech lag, people are saying.
yeah, so it is
Yeah.
definitely on user's end too. So that means that it looks like it's partially Twitch. Twitch is having some bitrate issues again for some reason.
So just bear with us. Yeah. So you can get the pirate ship off of there. Thank you, though. See, we're at 2.29, so the next unlock is the Greek Odyssey expansion part 2, and that's at 2.045. So we got about 15K, 15,000. So I
Right.
expect to
Coming.
hit that, because normally about this rate we're doing an unlock a day,
Roughly.
Things kind of die down, and
It's almost like we decided to do that.
yeah, I mean, things happen, you know. We're kind of semi-professionals. But yeah, as soon as that gets unlocked, we'll unlock it. And the next unlock after that is what Ron was saying is underneath this graphic. It is the Elemental Scions. That's when Ron came in here and he said that the fan favorites. So can we see that, Justin? The Elemental Scions. It's underneath the Greek Odyssey.
Let's say, let me kill this Greek
Yes,
Odyssey.
there is more coming to the Corset. Yes, that is a yes answer.
Yes. Yes, more coming to the Corset. I know when Ron was on, he was talking about how we kind of front-loaded it
Yes.
this time around.
Yeah.
And it's because we were unlocking stuff so fast. We just kind of front-loaded it this time. So I see a lot of people saying, more Corset stuff. We just kind of had to slow it down a little bit because it was going too fast.
Yeah.
But yes, more stuff. It's still great. I like the Corset this time around, me personally. But it looks like a lot of models. I was looking through it this morning, and I look through it every day. But, you know, it looks like a lot to me, especially other Kickstarters in the past. But right now, I believe, is redacted in chat. He'll tell me the cost of the Corset. I think it's about 96 cents, 97 cents a mini.
No, I just did an overall, and I did part of that, and the number of miniatures in there, it comes out to 90 cents.
90 cents?
And then if you do everything,
yeah. It's like $1.
It's $1.77.
77? Okay.
which means that the big dragons are $1.77, right?
The Catapult is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Yeah. I mean, so did I, actually, to be honest. But I'll show you guys here. Again, for the people that are just joining us, I know this is kind of the new thing. I'll post the picture of it on Facebook after this, obviously. But there's your Catapult. A lot of people have been asking about the Siege engines. A lot of people really excited for the Siege engines. So, rightfully so.
Yeah, it's something that we've wanted to do for a long time. Ron finally was able to get it done. They're cool.
We have 3 unlocked, and Ron has hinted at a 4th one that is later on to be unlocked. We don't know what it is yet, but we know that there is a 4th Siege engine, along with, it's kind of like a group of them. Can we remove the rock? I don't know yet. Like I said, I don't know what the other arm looks like. It might be empty. I have no idea. Or it might be a sack or something with a bunch of smaller stones in it. Or something like that. But
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not that hard to mod. Just get the little Dremel and just Dremel that out.
Yeah, I would think that'd be pretty easy to take off, even if it is connected.
So it doesn't seem that hard to mod. 91 cents a mini in the Corset is what Filibuster said. So it's about right, 90, 91.
Yeah.
And you get some big minis in there. You get Narthalisk, you get the other dragon, the zombie giant. You get all those big models. So if you can imagine, normally those models are not 90
Yeah.
cents.
$5, $6, or higher.
Yeah, you could probably mod this to be a fireball. Just
Oh,
put
easily.
some flames on there. That's great. The Siege and...
You could just get the fireball and put it in there.
yeah, this could be a mouseling launcher. You could just put
There you
mouselings
go.
in
You
there.
could just set it on fire, Matt. You could do that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
you
set it
could.
on fire.
Yeah.
No, I would highly recommend not actually setting it on fire.
Yeah.
That'd be bad.
Yeah, it wouldn't work out, guys. Don't do that.
It'd drip.
Anything from the Dark Depths yet? I actually have one preview from Dark Depths Part 2. Just to show you guys.
Do you know?
I do.
What do you got?
I have to get up and get it, but it's back here. Right here. Boop. So for anybody that wasn't here the other day,
Oh,
I
that
actually
one.
got this. Okay. This is a Devil Ray. There you go. It's going to come around here in a second. Where's my Sir 4 Scout? There he is. This is a Devil Ray. It's kind of a sneak peek of the Dark Depths Part 2. So he is one of the models that's in there. So I know a lot of people really like it. Me and Ron were talking about how people gained a lot of respect for manta rays and stingrays and things like that in general since Steve Irwin and all that stuff. So rest in peace. Late great. But this one has a cute little, I say cute, but it has like a barbed tail. You really can't see it that well on the camera there, but the tail kind of breaks up into all these little spiky things at the very tip. It looks very awesome. Has all these little spiky things in its front fins, so it's really, dangerous. Oh, he's adorable, people said. Oh, it's Mr. Shy. But yeah, this is the Devil Ray. This is the only preview that I have from part 2. And if you're joining us this week, this is kind of the new thing this week, are the... Here, I'll kind of take the Cloud Giantess off. These are the spell effects in the Corset. These are the floating hands and the floating discs. Floating disc. These will be cast in translucent clear. So these will be clear. Clear plastic.
I'm assuming the idea here is punch, push, and grab.
Yeah, all the different modes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a spell where you can summon it and then you can control it what to do.
Again, I'm not a gamer, so.
Yeah, so it's a spell.
Sure.
And then so these will be cast in translucent. And Daryl kind of modded this hand to be able to hold minis. Oh, as I demonstrate it. But there you go.
Nice.
They can grab models there. So your normal human-sized models, just grab them.
This would be great for a small enterprise. The hand, Apollo's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know if anybody hasn't seen these spell effects, these are really great. A lot of people are saying they're a lot bigger than they thought, which I thought that as well. Also, as this comes around, you can look at the detail on the hand. It's the same hand, it's just been reposed, so for consistency. But if you look at the detail coming around here, you can see all the lines and all the bones and the fingernails and everything. So it'll be really good to paint up if you're going to paint it, or you can just leave it clear. But I think it would be pretty good.
Hey, everybody knows now that you should never do a peace sign or an okay sign.
Yeah, because
they can take your fingerprints off of that now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Just like they can tell where you're at.
Here it goes. We're starting.
They can tell where you're at by the reflection in your eyes. They can map it, Google map it.
There you go.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Shipwreck train would be cool. I agree. That would be cool. I don't know if we have any Bane. Like I said, we're seeing stuff as the first time as it comes through as well. So, what are you pointing at me? Oh, yeah, I got you. So like normal, thanks for watching with us. We're gonna be wrapping up here in a little bit. We're gonna probably raid somebody.
Oh, I've actually already arranged it with Jimmy the Brush.
Jimmy the Brush.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I got him and his wife to stay up a little bit longer.
Awesome.
Since the time difference.
Cool. So we're gonna be raiding Jimmy here in a little bit, but really quick, if you're not following us, make sure you hit us with the heart button up at the top. If it's your first time watching Twitch, there's a little heart button. You can click it. It'll follow us. We're having a party here on November 2nd. It's the last 6 to 8 hours of the Kickstarter. It's going to be on a Saturday, November 2nd. It's in 2 weeks. Wait, 2 weeks. It's in 2 weeks. If you look it up on Facebook, it's the Bones 5 Kickstarter Countdown Party, and it's Bone 5, not the Roman numeral, just the number. Make sure you RSVP. It's going to be very important that we know how many people are coming. So go find that event. If you're not using social media, just email us at business@reapermini.com. And tell us how many, if you're bringing your kids, if you're bringing your wife, your husband, your family, you're bringing your whole family. We just need to know, because we need to know how many, how much food to order, all the different things to order, and all this other stuff, so we don't, underplan. Mm-hmm. We'd rather overplan than underplan, so it'd be better. So thanks for following us with that. I think that's about it. Spread the word on the 17,745 backer unlock. So if we get to that backer amount, we're going to unlock the treasure golem. So thanks for the bits. Where do we need to RSVP? Oh, we have the link in chat, right?
No,
it's called
they said
Chaos
when do they need to RSVP?
Oh, when do you need to? I don't know when it will be closed off. Maybe the end of next week, maybe, or the beginning of the second week. We'll come up with a date. But sooner is better than later. There's a command in chat right there. If you look at the link in chat, you can click on that. It'll take you to the event and RSVP. And if you're bringing anybody, just comment, hey, I'm bringing me and my 2 kids, or I'm bringing the family. That would help us out a lot. So the significance of 17,745, that was how many backers out of all the Kickstarters we've done.
Right, Bones 1 was the biggest number of backers we got, and we're just trying to beat it.
Yeah, and so that is the goal, to unlock the treasure golem. And tomorrow we're going to show the treasure golem off on Reaper Live, or Reaper Bones 5 Live. So we're going to be showing that off. Stay tuned tonight at 6 p.m. Central. We're going to be back here with Ron and another guest, since Dave is out today and Ed's out of the country. So we'll have another guest tonight. So it's Reaper Live tonight at 6 p.m. Central, and it'll be a good time, like always.
Yes, it will.
Always a good time. And then make sure you go follow our YouTube. Our YouTube, we've been putting up a bunch of interviews with some of the sculptors and painters. So there's going to be a bunch of interviews on the YouTube there. We posted the Bob Rodolphe one, and then the Weeby and Chris Lewis one.
And the next one would be, I believe, Van Horn and Tom
Tom?
Mason.
Yeah, Tom Mason and Gene. Those will be coming up tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, and if you can't make it out to the event, the party that we're having here, we'll be streaming it. So we'll be having coverage and kind of pops in and outs to see what's going on. We'll be streaming it. There'll be giveaways. So there'll be a good time. So we're going to be rating Jimmy the Brush.
Yep.
Remember, go in there and say Bones 5 or just say Reaper. Just say Reaper sends love, or, just spread the love.
Yes.
He's an awesome guy, him and his wife.
Yeah, show them how awesome we are.
Yeah.
Ready,
Yeah.
Matt?
Jimmy the
You
Brush.
excited, Matt?
What?
You ready?
What?
And Matt is ecstatic, obviously.
Yeah. Hit him with the raid, all caps, or, spam emotes. Just say what's up. Have a good time.
All
Thanks,
right,
guys.
I will see you later tonight.
Tonight,
Reaper
6 p.m.
Live.
Central. And we'll be back tomorrow.
Yes.